Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. Good evening.
Good evening. How's the baby? Sleeping?
She's sleeping.
Okay. Now, since you have a big work, okay, let's do this very quickly. Now, Grace, I'm so happy you're here. So just tell my audience who you are and what you do.
Okay. My name is Grace Abasirim Gabriel. I'm a dietitian. Yeah. So a dietitian, I work in the health sector. Actually help people manage their health with diets. That's what I do.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, see, just help my audience to understand how you got into how you got to be a dietitian. Is there,
Okay.
I mean, when I was in school, there wasn't so much not so many things about diet, so I never met a dietitian in my time in school until I came to this country. Okay, so you are the first dietitian I know in Nigeria now. Okay, so tell my audience how you got to study. What did you study?
Okay, yes. I studied nutrition and dietetics. Yeah, I remember back then I wanted to do nursing,
Okay.
Everybody wants to do something professional, health related. And
Yeah,
so I
okay.
wanted to, but admission list came out on nutrition and dietetics. I'm like, what's this nutrition and dietetics here? So I had the intention to switch after first year.
Yeah,
Because
okay.
you can always switch. And I said, so let me do this for 1 year and then switch to nursing. But I fell in love with it along the line, and I said, no, I have to just continue. It's an interesting path, and and as at then, it wasn't rampant. But right now, we have people that that applying for the course directly. Like, I want to be a dietitian. Like, really, what's interesting about it? But so after I read nutrition and dietetics, then I did my internship. You have to do a 1 year internship. That's what qualifies you as a dietitian. Yes, sir. So that's what qualifies you to work in the health sector. Yeah, because you can actually eat like two things together, nutrition and dietetics. So once you're doing the BSc, you are known as a nutritionist until you do the internship before you become a dietitian. So internship is a training process that makes you a dietitian because it has to do with health. So you have to know how to all of it. So you don't just get that with the BSc, with the 5 years, 4 years program. You have to do the professional part of it.
Wow. As a dietitian and a nutritional coach, what's your view? What's your general view about food?
Okay. Food, food is not just my view about food is not just to fill the belly.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's something that you have to be intentional about. Yeah. So I see it as a goal. Like when people are setting their goals for the year, right? I don't call it a health goal per se, but food itself, you should set like a food goal, right?
Okay.
It goes a long way to determine what happens as the year goes for you, what happens with your health, what happens with your productivity.
Yes.
So it's an intentional something, like something you have to be very intentional with, okay? Because it determines a lot.
Yeah. 2 or 3 days ago, 3 days ago, my father's elder sister turned 83. Wow. And my father sent me pictures of her, and his comment was that his older sister is looking healthier than him. And I told him, I called him and I told him, she's slim, you are fat. You know, now his older sister has been trim all my life. She has never gained weight. Okay. Yes, her children are able to overfeed her. Okay, but she has always been slim. Now, for me, through my own health journey, when I was younger, I was very slim. My weight was 65 up to late 20s. Okay, until I became an office worker. Okay, and yeah, and I started eating wrongly. Okay, now I had health issues, and now I know that the food you eat, okay, it's very, very important for your health. Okay, so how we eat, what we eat, and when we eat are all important. Okay,
Definitely.
now obesity and cancers are on the rise in Africa. So how did we get here? And what are your suggestions for us?
Okay. So before I answer that, let me correct something.
Thank you. See, you are the expert. Okay.
You said your father's elder sister.
Yes.
Has always been trimmed.
Yes, always.
So that makes it that's why she's healthy also. That's why she's.
Yeah, I've always told my father's older brothers were all trim. Okay. Okay. My father was the only one who was a little bit plump. Okay, plump. Okay. But yeah, that's because he's the only one who worked in the office. His older sister.
Sedentary.
Yeah, that's it. Sedentary.
Okay. Now that the elder sister is trimmed is not the reason she's actually looking younger than him.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's to say that some persons being slim doesn't actually mean they are healthy.
Very good. Okay.
Some others being chubby doesn't mean they are equally unhealthy or healthy. Okay.
Okay. Now we take we argue that one. Okay. Let's go.
It goes the both way, please. So someone can be. I can go ahead, right?
Yeah. Go on.
Someone can be very. Let me use the word slim, and still has a lot of issues health-wise.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
But that does not dispute the fact that obesity causes most illnesses. Okay. Now I'm not talking about being obese and being slim. I'm just talking about being healthy. Okay. It's not about you being chubby or you being slim. Okay. That lady can be slim and then has some background health issues. It's not because she's slim. Okay. And someone who is chubby can be eating right and keeping fit, and they won't lose that weight, to be honest. They won't just lose the weight, but they will be healthy.
Really?
So, yes.
See, I have this is one of the things that I've been very curious about. Okay, because I hear that people who are big, obese, so they tell me they are healthy. It's very, but see, using my own experience, as I'm talking to you right now, okay, I've been a survivor of a stroke 11 years ago. Okay. Wow. And as I'm talking to you right now, I'm disabled.
Wow.
Okay. Due to that injury. Okay. And I know one of the things that led to it was maybe high blood pressure, even though it wasn't so high, but it resulted to me having a stroke. And the doctors.
Were you obese?
Well, I would use the word overweight.
Okay.
Okay. Now, So when people tell me somebody can be overweight, obese, and be healthy, I I take it with a big dose of salt.
Now, the thing is, somebody can't be obese,
Yes.
and be, in quotes, healthy. Let me
Okay.
use that. It's about maintaining a healthy weight. Being
Okay.
obese is not a healthy something
Okay.
at all.
Okay.
Because that's a foundation for high blood pressure,
Pressure. Exactly.
diabetes. Okay, so you can't say someone who is obese is healthy.
Yeah.
You can't actually say that. What we talk about is having the right weight for your age, your height.
Okay. 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 That's it. That's more meaningful to me. Okay.
Yeah. So you may see someone like me, weighing, let's say, 60 kg, and then my height is let me use 1.45. That means I'm overweight,
Yes.
actually, because
Yes.
looking at the height, this girl is short. So why weighing so much?
Yeah.
But then someone still my age can be 60 kg and then 1.6, and 60 can be said is good for that person.
All right.
But the matter of their ideal body weight. Okay. So once you are above that ideal body weight, you're already tilting towards being unhealthy. Let me say, so anything can happen. Yeah.
Yeah.
So being obese, you don't say, oh, you're completely. We actually encourage people to not get to being obese. No, it's a condition in nutrition, nutrition and dietetics. Okay, it's either you are undernourished or you are overnourished.
Overnourished, yes.
So once you are obese, it's a nutrition diagnosis already.
Okay. So talking about cancers, I hear that. Well, I know you are not a what are those cancer doctors called, but as a nutritionist, yes. What do you guys tell people undergoing cancer treatment on the diet side of the issue?
Okay, cancer is broad.
Yes. Yes.
And that is very, very important.
Okay.
It's very important. Some persons actually say maybe it's what they ate that led them to having cancer. Okay. But the thing is, it's a lifestyle stuff. Okay. Now, somebody who is already having cancer and on, let me say, chemotherapy or the cancer treatment.
Yeah.
You have to be keen about the diet. You don't just wake up and anything goes. You can't completely be having your fatty food, having your carbonated drinks and all that.
Yeah.
Okay, they have an effect on the treatment the person is on. The food the person eats has an effect on the treatment. It's either you're getting better or you're deteriorating. So we actually, when it comes to cancer, the advice is you have to modify your lifestyle. Definitely. That's the number one thing. Okay. You can't consume all the things you want to because cancer, besides I'm on treatment. You can't just be having packaged foods per se.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, someone who is having cancer, you're checking out for high blood pressure.
Okay.
Now you can't just be consuming sodium as much as you want.
Okay.
Okay. Your proteins too needs to be moderated.
Yeah.
Proteins needs to be checked too. Okay. And now for all of this, this is just like a general advice. But for cancer, it is specialized. It is specialized. You must have your own diet if you want to do dieting when managing cancer. Okay. You cannot do dieting. Someone who has a prostate cancer, okay, and on a diet, and someone has a breast cancer and wants to still do the same diet with the other person. It doesn't work that way.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. It has to be planned individually because there are some things allowed for this and there are some things not allowed.
Yes.
Okay, for the other person. But generally, we encourage you to do vegetables, okay?
Okay.
Food that are antioxidants, okay, rich in antioxidants, okay? We encourage you to do fruits, okay? But one of the challenges we've had with cancer is this, that it's not just cancer. most patients are not just managing cancer. There could be diabetes.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
When somebody has cancer and has diabetes, you can't say, oh, eat fruits because they are healthy, they are good for cancer. No. You have to consider the diabetes. Okay, so that's why their meals are special.
Yeah.
Like it's specialized for each individual. Nobody, see, for nutrition and dietetics, no individual has the same meal with the other person. It could be the same type of food, but then the method of preparation can be different from, and the quantity has to be different from the other person.
Okay.
So someone managing cancer, yes, you get all the informations, you Google, you get advice, but it's advised you do what? See your dietitian, because it's important for them to do a special meal plan for the person.
Yes. Very good.
Cancer and diet, I would say for people who don't even have cancer already, we need to start preventing.
Yeah.
We don't wait in nutrition. We don't advise you wait till you're sick before you start eating.
Okay. So in general, for people who are not going, who don't have cancer and don't want to have cancer. Now, I've heard this. I don't know how true it is, but just help me. I hear that excess sugars, that a lot of different kinds of cancer are hungry for sugar. I don't know how true that is.
Okay, it's just like some people equally say for stomach cancer, you don't have to take milk and all of it. Yeah. Okay. Now, sugar, why we remove sugar, okay, from cancer meals? Okay, it's not generally because of just the cancer. Sugar can cause you another problem.
Okay.
Having simple sugars, okay, let me use the word simple sugars because you can have your meals have their natural sugar, okay, especially complex. Okay, so but simple sugars are the concern. Yeah, simple sugars are the concerns here.
Yes.
Simple sugars can cause you more harm. So what's the essence? And now it's not just for somebody who is having cancer.
Yeah.
For any condition, you're not advised to do simple sugars.
Okay.
High calorie, because of high calories, okay?
Yeah.
And the effects after consumption.
Okay.
So you're not even advised to. It's not advisable. It's not because you're having cancer, okay, don't do sugars again. No, but it's not advisable.
Okay. Well,
it's not.
Me, for me, I haven't taken sugar for, for maybe 4 years now. I have sugar in my cupboard for my daughters, but myself, I just don't do it. You know, and I find it that I can eat most things. I drink like my coffee without sugar. Okay. In fact, salt itself, I just put a pinch in my food.
Yes, you saw from your history, you survived the stroke some years ago. So
yes,
salt should be actually watched out
just
for.
A little pinch. But if my daughter makes food for me and she puts too much salt in it, I can easily taste it, even though everybody else, it's normal. A little excess salt, I can't even eat it because my palate is now very different. Because
it has changed. Yes, of course.
You know. Anyway.
Yes, you just adjusted over the years because you could see a food that is normal for every person and you say it's salty, whereas it's not.
Yeah.
It's not. But then, even at doing that, you shouldn't overdo that.
Exactly. You know.
Yeah, you shouldn't. And there are natural spices.
Yes.
Okay. Natural spices that equally improve the taste of food.
Yes. Yeah, that's true. So when it comes to maintain healthy body, okay, there's this thing about diet or exercise. Okay, this thing is always raging, especially with gym instructors. Yeah? They tell you that just come to the gym, and people like you, dietitians, will tell you the most important thing is the kind of food or when you eat it, whatever. So what's your take on that?
Okay, let me give you an instance. I have currently I have a client who sent me his body analysis yesterday.
Okay.
I started managing him sometime in November, and as at then, his BMI was around 25, 25 years, 25. So he was already going. He's on the border, you get.
Yeah.
So, and now he started gymming. That's in December, and just yesterday he sent his body analysis. Even his body fat was around 24 point as at November that I saw the analysis. But so yesterday, his body analysis says body fat 26.1, BMI 27 points.
Oh.
Somebody was 25, right?
Yes.
Now he saw all of that. Then his weight as at November was 97, but currently the weight is 100 and. And he's in the gym, like
yeah,
he's been in the gym for some months. Yeah. So what was his goal was to shade off the fat. He wants to build the muscles, and then
yes.
But now what he didn't get right is that it's not every exercise that is for him.
Yeah.
It's not every exercise that is for weight loss.
Yeah.
Okay.
Muscle building, which means you add weight. Yeah.
Yeah, muscle building. And you will add weight definitely. When you're doing muscle building, you're going to add weight. Okay. Yeah. So what we do for maintaining your weight and diet is the 80-60 rule. Okay. Diet is 80%.
Okay.
Did you get that? Diet is 80% and the exercise is 20%.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, we didn't rule out exercise. You have to exercise.
Of course.
But then the dieting is important. Yeah. Imagine someone in the gym and then you're still adding weight. What's the essence of you gymming then if you want to lose weight? No. So you have to properly consider that dieting. Yeah. Properly consider the diet. Okay. When are you supposed to eat? The timing, the quantity.
Yeah.
And the method of preparation. Then supplementation too.
What does that mean?
Okay. Now, for someone who is gymming, okay, and let's say you are on according to body weight, you're
protein
grams of
supplements, okay,
per day. Per day, okay, and from the food, let's say in a day, you're not able to meet up to the 20 grams. You can do supplementation, protein supplements per se.
Okay.
They're not drugs. They're not drugs.
Yeah,
okay?
yeah.
Like, okay, we have whey protein. Okay, those ones basically people that are building muscles and trying to lose weight and all. Okay, supplementation helps too.
Okay.
Now you don't completely rule out any of this exercise. It's important, but then what people should know is that when you get to the gym, please request for the kind of exercises you should do. Okay, I had my baby in December, and there was this thing of, oh, my stomach, I need to lose this weight.
Okay.
But then I also know that there are some exercises I will do, and I won't lose that tummy fat. That's mom's belly. Yeah. So what I did was to get a coach. Okay, I'm a dietitian. Please, this is my challenge because I know about the rectal something the doctors talked about, the expansion of
your woman, your
yes, and all of it. So you have the space, and there are exercises you do. Some women go to do
shrink it,
planks and all that, and it expands more. Okay. Wow. So, but there are exercises you do, that will help it to close up, and that's what helps the stomach to. As that contracts, it tightens. But if you don't do those exercises, if you're doing the normal exercise, you do press up, it's not going to tighten that place. You may lose the weight though, but it's not going to tighten. So the stomach is still there.
Okay. Yeah. So there's need for specialization. You
Yes,
guys and both dietitian and the gym instructor. Yeah. Well,
definitely.
see, the good thing in this era, as people urbanize, start living in the cities, uh, they will need more of people like you and the gym instructors. Yeah, because in the old days where mm, everybody lives in the village, farm, you know, the kind of food we eat and the kind of activities we do keep us basically healthier, you know.
Healthy.
Yeah. So, but now that we all live in the cities,
We sit, we sit and do our work. So
yeah,
everybody sitting
yeah,
down.
you know. So, like I said, I'm getting older. This year I'll be 15 in next month actually. You
Wow.
know.
Better in advance.
Yes, thank you. So I and because of my health issues, I eat twice a day. Okay, in the
Okay.
morning and in the evening. Okay, and I eat a lot of fruits and vegetables, and my food has been cut maybe I eat maybe one third of what I used to eat. Okay,
Okay.
so yeah, so I've changed my eating pattern, and then what's your suggestion for? I mean, I know you've talked about it, but just tell my others again.
Okay.
What's your suggestion for healthy eating? What kind of things that we should eat, and how much of it should it be
Okay.
eaten? Yeah.
Okay. So there is a guide when it comes to food, the food guide pyramid
Okay.
we follow. Okay. And in that guide, we have what you're allowed to eat very well is the vegetables. Okay.
Okay.
It's 5 to 6 servings daily.
Okay.
And we have fruit, which is 4 to 5
Okay.
daily. I'm talking about daily here.
Mm.
And then you have the fats and oil that you it's restricted. Okay, it's not that you don't take it. You have the sweets that you take sparingly. Okay, that's generally. But for you changing your pattern, maybe as a result of age, it's important. I understand that. Considering your health too.
Yeah.
But from what you said, eating twice, that means maybe there is intermittent fasting in between for you.
I try to eat. I give my eating 8 hours
Okay,
in,
eight
in between.
hours.
Yeah, 8 hours at least. Yeah. So I
Okay,
eat I eat uh 10 or 11, and then I give it 8 hours before I
okay,
eat again.
okay. 10,
And
11.
yeah,
For that's for breakfast.
yeah.
Okay. For
Mm.
someone who is not diabetic, that can work, but someone
Okay.
who is diabetic, that won't work.
Okay. Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah. For them, they need a dietitian to tell them what to eat.
Everybody needs a dietitian.
Okay. So I'm getting your advice for free today. Okay. Thank you.
Everybody needs a dietitian. So when it comes to healthy eating, okay, for everyone, okay, you just have to consider the timing of your food
Mm, mm.
for everyone.
When
Okay,
when
because
when are we not supposed to eat?
okay, ideally, let me start with the dinner. Ideally, dinner should stop at most 7 p.m.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
but
I
then
I, I do it. I do it maximum.
okay, now you look at these things, sometimes it's not even possible. So we actually preach sustainability when it comes to
Yeah.
dieting, okay, because we don't want to make it look tedious.
Okay.
It shouldn't be something exhausting.
Mm.
So sustainability is the idea here, but ideally 7 p.m. But now look at it. Let me take I'm in Nigeria. Most of us go to work and we close 5 p.m. Before you get home, it's 8 p.m. So what time are you going to eat? So in that situation, because it's not avoidable, what I would say is eat things that are light.
Yeah. Okay.
You don't go pounds on pandonium for dinner.
That's why I was overweight. Okay, because I used to work in banking in Nigeria, and I come home every day 10.
Oh.
Yeah, and then that's it. You know,
and you have to eat, of course.
Yes.
Of course. Yes.
So I gain weight.
Yeah, you definitely gain weight. And why you will gain weight is that at that time you're no longer active.
Yeah.
You're going to rest. You're not working out or nothing. So the food just, it's not that it doesn't digest. It takes a longer time to digest.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So definitely over time you keep doing it repeatedly.
Yeah.
You're storing
8 years in Nigeria.
So,
yeah.
You're going to put up the weight. So we advise 7 p.m. at most. Okay. And when it's not possible, you have light meals.
Yeah.
Okay. And that's where the dietitian comes in to give you options of what to eat at that time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So breakfast 8, 9 a.m. You should have a breakfast. Okay. Now, not for somebody who is doing maybe 12 hours 12 hours intermittent fasting. It can still cover, because some diabetic patients actually do that. Okay, eat 7 p.m. and then you fast intermittently all through the night, and then have your breakfast by 8 a.m. Okay, that works. Okay, but generally for healthy living, okay, it's still proper that you don't wake up at 11 p.m. and you're snacking on something.
Yes.
If you not snack on something at 11 p.m., please, vegetables, you have your carrots.
Snack of water.
Water, good. But then it's not filling. For some people, it's not filling. It's not, so vegetables can go. Okay, you can't wake up at 11 p.m., 12 a.m. and then you're taking bread. It's not advisable to do that.
Okay.
So ideally, for general purpose, health-wise, okay, there are things to cut down. Actually, I heard you say you're not taking sugars, but your daughters, you have sugar for them.
Yeah.
It's not bad. Okay, they are very active. I understand. It's not bad, but they still need to check it, because these days you see 15 years with diabetes. You're like, how come? It wasn't like this.
There are a lot of that
is happening
in the West.
Okay?
Yes.
And when you check, it's as a result of lifestyle, not even the genetic or something.
I agree. And the difficulty is that the things,
junks,
the professionals are preaching nowadays is disturbing. They tend not to tell people that your issue is caused by your behavior.
Yes.
It's scary.
Your issues are caused by your behavior, your lifestyle over time.
They don't tell people that anymore.
But we have to be real. That's the truth.
Okay. No, we can be real, okay, as Africans, okay? Because the reality is that when those things happen, we don't have medical facility to take care of us.
Yeah, so we have to be real with
ourselves.
So
we need to be real. That's it.
We don't have to be real with ourselves, because yours is your case, you're your own. Like,
exactly.
You have to take that into consideration. Like, make it very important. If you fall ill, in Africa, you're just going to have to manage until you're fine. And some of us resort to praying about it. But it's not really about prayer. We actually sometimes cause this by ourselves. So Why? So actually, eating healthy. Okay, vegetables are free foods you eat.
Yes.
Now, like I said, on the food guide pyramid, you have vegetables, 4 to 5 servings daily, 6 servings. People go as much as 6 servings. Okay, but we don't even meet up.
Yeah.
Yeah, to be real, we don't meet up with that.
That's true.
Now, a serving of vegetable. Let me explain these servings. I'm saying, let's not look like it's one big thing. Okay, a serving of vegetable for a cooked vegetable,
yeah,
it's half a 250 ml cup. Now, but for a raw vegetable, it's 1 cup.
Okay.
Now, 1 cup, here in Nigeria, what we use is a 250 ml cup to, I wish I can get my cup. I would have shown you.
Yeah, do that, please. Do that.
I can get it.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, these are the cups.
Okay. Wow.
They get it from these bakers. Okay. Now, each of these cups has the measurement written on them. Okay. Now, this is the biggest. This is 250.
Okay. That's for what?
Okay. Now, it's for everything actually. Okay. For everything, but I'm using vegetable as an instance. Okay. 1 cup. That is this 250 ml. This is the biggest. 1 cup of the for raw vegetable.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's say for diced
for one portion. Okay.
Yes. Okay. Let's say for diced carrots, 1. Okay. Now, if it is a cooked like stir fried or steamed carrot,
yes,
half of it is a serving.
Okay.
Now, if you're going to do 5 servings daily, imagine half. That means 2 of these make for cooked vegetable. 2 of these makes how many servings? 2 servings.
Yeah.
Yes. So now I'm saying do up to 5 servings a day.
Okay.
Really, it looks sometimes it's not sustainable, to be honest, because when you have to other vegetables to start doing this, you get it. So, but it's still advisable. We know all of this, okay?
Yeah.
That's what healthy eating entails. You have to, as much as you just have to try your best to do this thing.
Being intentional is the thing.
Intentional about it. Intentional about it. Okay. Yeah. So when it comes to carbohydrates too, okay. For somebody who is on let's
say our favorite, rice.
Oh my God. Rice. Okay, rice, cooked rice. We have 1/3 cup. We have 1/4. Okay, but cooked raw rice, we use 1/3 cup to measure. And 1/3 cup is a serving of it. Now, remember, this is different. I didn't use this. This is the biggest.
Yes.
Now we're saying 1/3 cup. This is a serving for rice.
For one person.
It is not easy. It is small.
So you get is that equivalent to old kind of milk?
Okay, then that's more milk. It's not. This is smaller than that milk.
Okay.
Yes, that a peak milk also.
Yes.
Smaller.
Yes.
It's smaller. Peak milk is actually equivalent to this.
Oh, really? Okay. Wow.
So this is smaller. Okay. Now, but anyone on this quantity for rice is based on calorie. It's not for everybody.
Okay.
It's not for everybody. It depends on what your calorie is. Then you can use this to measure. But ideally, let me not talk about calorie. We are Africans. We eat as much as we see now. We cannot be doing all these measurements and all. Okay. Now you heap it. This is even small for us, to be honest. Let me say 3 of this. Okay. We don't measure. We use our spoon, our cooking spoon. You just pack the thing until you're satisfied. Now, when you do that, when you eat rice in that pattern, you will not be able to add the vegetables that make up the meal. Your meals will not be. It will not be the complete. They call it balanced diet. Then is adequate diet. Okay. So it's not the adequate diet. You're just having carbohydrates.
To fill your belly.
To fill your belly, yes. That's what we do here. Chop belly full, go and do your work. But then on the long run, it's somehow for our health.
Yeah.
Advisable. And we have more of carbohydrate foods. Please let me not even forget about that. Okay.
Yeah.
We have more of carbohydrate foods here. So how do we now supplement or complement our food to be healthy? It's by adding these vegetables, healthy fats, nuts.
Yeah.
To make it wholesome for us.
Yeah. You see,
I won't forget that poverty also plays a role
because our population is mostly young people, and they are very active. Okay, they are very, very active. we don't actually see the effect of overeating, eating the wrong things until those young people get older, still doing the same thing they have been doing for years, and then everything crashes, boom.
Yeah, we say we expend this energy as we take it in. We're spending because we are active.
Yes,
that's what we think.
Okay.
But now, what kind of active are we? Sitting down and using our brains to work is sedentary.
Yeah.
Which most of us are classified in that
yes.
place. Okay. And overeating for someone who is sedentary, it may not come immediately.
Yeah.
And even when you're getting old, and you may not continue that way, but what you've done over the years,
yes, will catch up with you. Yeah.
Will catch up with you.
Yeah.
You get it. So that's why it's good to start on time. It's not easy.
Yeah.
But start on time. Okay, where do we even miss it? Our little ones, they are going to class and we are buying them packaged juices.
Exactly.
That's where all of this starts.
Yeah. Instead of giving them orange.
Yeah. Instead of giving orange.
Yeah. Yeah.
So doing pineapple juice and give them natural. Yeah. We just, because it's easier, because the way we see it, just buy the juice and put in their lunch box and all that. But that's where we develop this habit.
Yeah.
Okay. So there's a way we, the young generation, can actually start correcting it with our children. I think in a few years we'll do better.
Yeah, I really want us to do better. And the only way we'll do better is to start educating ourselves about these things, because we have a lot of young population right now, and our health services in Africa is not adequate yet. And as the large population of young people get older, then we'll have a large population of middle-aged people who have medical needs. That would destroy the economy of our countries.
Of course.
Of course. These are the reasons why I brought you here. Okay, to tell my audience that these things, yes, you are young, okay, you are jollofing, okay, doing all these things, you are not intentional, right? If you continue doing this, as you get older, things will start happening to you like it did to me, so it's like you said, it's very, very important to be intentional from start.
Yes, from the start, because by the time we are clocking the young generation that you said they are very active, by the time we start clocking 50, 60 years, and we are already depreciating.
In fact, 40s. Yeah. So thank you.
And the economy suffers it too.
Yeah, like you said. Exactly. Yeah. Grace. So let's go beyond nutrition and diet. Okay. Just let's see, what is your biggest concern about Africa's development in this century? See, the 21st century is supposed to be the when Africa will explode. Okay, but me and you know, we still have some difficulties holding us. Okay, so what do you think? What are those concerns that
they're actually much.
Okay, so just tell me the top one.
The top one currently, we've always blamed our government for most everything.
Yeah.
But recently, I'm beginning to look the grassroots, which is us.
Yeah.
Where we are making it to. Okay, because it's not always, eventually, if some of us that will still take up the positions tomorrow,
Okay.
people make up that government, and at some point they were young like me.
Yeah.
Right. So the grassroots, we the young people, not having interest in the development of Africa. That's my fear right now. And where I'm heading to actually is, I'm not against the January movement and all, but my concern is this: if we all keep doing this, what happens to Africa? Like, that's my fear actually.
Yeah. Okay.
Like I said,
and it's a very, very valid fear. Okay. I left Nigeria for basically because I have had police trouble all through my younger days. Well, once I started driving at the age of 16. Okay. Now, why? Because me, the way I was raised by my teacher parents, I never give anything. Okay. Maybe because I don't have. Okay. The car is fueled by my father, but he doesn't give me extra money for police. And when I drive, because I'm young, I was so young. Once they see me, they stop me, and the first thing they ask me for everything. My father gives me everything. I give them, but then yet they will take me to the station.
Yes.
Okay, so it started then, and then I became resentful. And
it's still happening.
Okay.
It's still happening.
Okay.
So imagine then and now. So for it to still happen, and I really do not blame people who are running away. Let me use the word, because today, I personally start thinking about it. Wait, like really, am I going to remain in Nigeria with all of this thing that is happening? So that's why I say we. Okay, we actually from the grassroots, like which I'm part of it.
Yeah.
I started thinking, am I going to remain in Nigeria with all of the things happening? And what made me to think about this today is the whole Naira thing.
Okay.
Like, we don't have cash. Some months ago, it was equivalent dollar to Naira equivalent. But today, we're talking about Naira to Naira equivalent. I don't get it. Like, we're exchanging Naira for Naira. Yes. To get 10,000 Naira from the POS, you have to pay 1,000.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, so you are paying 10%.
Yes.
To get your own money.
To get your own money. You're paying 10%. You get it. So seeing all of this, you're like, wow, will I still be in this country? You're trying. We, the young people, we're actually working. A lot of us are actually doing things like to make sure we are comfortable, right? But we are being frustrated. And now, how many of us are even ready to say, oh, I still believe in Africa, or believe in Nigeria? Let me just...
Well, I'll give you this, okay? Now, after I came here, it took me less than 2 years to understand that I need to go back to Africa, because and I started I started preaching it to people. Okay.
Why?
Because I realized that this country was built by people like me. Okay. And if we all run away, then our own countries will never be like people, they will never be like this country. So I started preaching it, okay? But because I brought my family here, I started planning to go back. Unfortunately, I had my stroke.
Oh. And you can't come to Nigeria like that.
Okay. So
you really can't risk it.
I can't come because of my condition, but once I was able to do things, I started doing things, working with people in Africa. And I will tell you, at least 5 people I told about, let's go back to Africa, has already gone back.
Wow.
Okay.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. So they've taken the things they learn here and they are now implementing it in Africa. Now, don't get me wrong, it's very, very difficult.
It's difficult.
Okay, it is very difficult, but then we have to do it.
Wow.
Yeah. So please, my sister, think about it. Okay. Like you said, we the people are the people who changes our continent. We the people, common person today will become the Senate president tomorrow, become the president tomorrow. Okay. So just like on diet, if we don't start doing things intentionally.
Yeah.
Okay.
And early too.
Exactly. And early and intentional from now, when we now get to that position, we'll carry the baggage we have been carrying. We now go and unload it on millions of people who were supposed to be guided.
That's true.
So it's that's the real thing. Okay, but I'm happy you identify that it's not always the government, it's the people. Yeah. So you're a young person, and we have, like I said before, we have a lot of young people. So what's your advice for your fellow ladies and gentlemen of Africa?
Okay. My fellow young people of Africa. Okay. Would I say is okay? The advice I give to them is the same advice I give to myself.
Okay. Very good. What is that?
Now that we are still young, we should utilize the time. Yeah, we really need to utilize it.
Okay. Doing what?
Okay. Now, there is this let me use the word doing legal things.
Okay.
That's just one aspect of utilizing the time, because as a result of the whole economic crash and all, okay, we the young people, actually, we are diving into many things.
Okay.
Yeah? So many things that are not proper. Okay. Because yes, I'm not blaming anybody, but look at it, you have to survive. So people put hands in things, but then these things will actually, they're waiting for us somewhere in the future. Waiting for us somewhere in the future. So if I can't get it right now, like if I can get it right as I'm young, that is a hope that when I'm advanced, okay, I should be able to, make references to my youth.
Yeah.
And be, let me use the word proud, and be proud of how I lived as a youth.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
so
good.
Because we don't want to get to a point in our old age where we see our children, where we see the younger generation doing things and we can't speak.
Exactly.
Okay? Because the way things are happening, everybody just wants to do what works for them. What are we going to tell the younger generation later? So we have to get it right from now that we are still young as Africans. If we want Africa to work, if we want Africa to be, Nigeria, the giant of Africa, how are we going to be the giant of Africa if we don't position ourselves properly? Yeah. As youths. So I'm telling myself and every youth out there, Nigerians, Africa, the continent as a whole, Africa, we just have to get it right if you're a youth, okay? You're getting it right not because of now, but because of the future. Okay, we don't want to rush everything, rush it, and then when we get to that time, we are not sitting down regretting things we've done. Yeah. Okay, so we should just get it right.
Good one.
Get it right in your health. Get it right in your career. Okay. You don't have to rush. The people you see with money, they didn't wake up and become rich.
Okay.
There's a process. There's a process. So we have to get that right. get it right in your dieting. Yes, I'm a dietitian, so let me not forget that aspect. We have to actually get it right, eating right. It's not easy.
It's not easy. No.
Okay, let me give you
nothing in life is easy.
Let me give you a story.
Okay.
Pregnancy is a 9-month journey. And the day I found out I was pregnant, April last year. Okay. Then my birthday was April 30th. So on my birthday, I had my colleagues, we cooked, they made rice, cake, my husband got cake, then drinks. I took Coke that day on my birthday. And after that day, I was like, this is the last I'm going to take Coke for this 9-month journey. It was very intentional. It's not just Coke, carbonated drinks. Yeah. Okay, let me not specialize in that Coke. Carbonated drinks. I was like, okay, this 9-month journey, I don't want to take Coke. And I did it. It was difficult. I go for events and I see, oh my God, I'm like, no. I had a reason for doing that. Now I know there is a possibility of having gestational diabetes. And no, I don't want to even be associated with that. So I avoided anything carbonated, simple sugars. I avoided. Yeah. I wasn't even taking Milo. My tea was Lipton and milk. Wow. Yes, I need milk. All through the course of. So the day I knew I was going to put to bed, I told my husband, I said, please, and once I put to bed, please do Milo and milk. Make Milo and milk. I need to take it. You get. So I was intentional about that process of pregnancy and all. And I was also doing that because I don't want the baby to be over big. Yes, but then I discovered, still with my journey, I discovered that really a baby that will be big will actually be big. Actually, but the diet helps. Because imagine a child that naturally would be on the big side, and then you're eating all of the things, junks, to double the weight of the baby. Mm-hmm. So what I'm saying is, in your health, be intentional. It may not be easy. It wasn't easy, 9-month journey. If you see, though, I was avoiding things, but it paid off. Yeah. So,
very, you're right. See, anybody who wants to achieve anything, there's a process. And we need to learn how to do the process correctly. You know, if you don't want to follow the process that works, well, you dabble into many different things that in the long run will not pay off. That is truth. That is truth of life. Thank you for that. Thank you very, very much.
You're welcome.
So let me ask you the last question. See, again, you're a young person. Okay? So what's your vision? Because see, Africa is for you. Okay? It's yours.
Wow.
And you have a baby for your daughter. Okay? Yeah. So what Africa do you envision in the next 30 years' time?
Okay. That's vision.
Yes.
For it to be a vision, that means I have to equally be working towards it.
Of course. That's the thing. What Africa are you going to work for?
Because I was actually about to say the Africa I wish for, not. But then let me go with the line.
See, you can wish for it as long as you are willing to work for it.
Oh wow!
Yeah, of course, you can't wish for something and then you fold your hand waiting for somebody else to build it for you. No, if you wish for it, you need to work for it.
Work for it. Okay. Yeah. So I desire an Africa where my child will be proud to identify as an African. Yep. Honestly. And yes, maybe as a child, my parents maybe desire the same thing. But here I am. Okay. So I really don't know how I'm being practical here.
Yeah.
Honestly. I really don't know how possible this is, but I think in the next 20 to 30 years, I want an Africa where even if my child travels to any part of the world, still wants to be identified as an African and come home. Know that this is home for you, no matter where you are. Like, and for that to be possible, it has to be a working Africa.
Yeah.
Like
See?
over there you are. The
Yeah.
system is working. I honestly desire an Africa where my child doesn't have to go to prayer houses because of some menial things that could actually, if the system is good, you don't need to pray for.
Yeah. And there are so many of those things.
So many of them.
Yeah.
So many of them. So I don't want my child to pray at least like pray unnecessary prayers in the next 20, 30 years.
Well, see, you mentioned something. Yeah, you don't know how it's possible. See, anything is possible. That's the truth. See, I'm not a religious person. Okay, I'm not. But I will tell you this: what I know. This universe we live in is a spiritual universe. Anything we wish for, and we are willing to work for, we get.
Okay.
Yeah. Anything we wish for and willing to work for, we will get. That's it. See, I'm not a religious person, but I know this works.
Okay. That's like principle.
It's not, you see, it's not. It's reality.
Okay.
It is reality. And in truth, what we have also is actually what we work for. Even though we may not realize that we wish for it, okay? But we work for it. If we say our government is bad, we work for it, because we work for it by not working for something else. We were not intentional of putting the right people in office. So we work for it.
Yes, it still boils down to the grassroots.
Yeah.
We all.
Yeah. Oh, Grace, it's been a very, very lovely time with you.
Thank you.
You have taught me a few things about nutrition and diet. So I hope my audience will gain all the things you talked about, and they will be willing to apply them intentionally.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So thank you very much for being a good guest of Think Big for Africa podcast.
You're welcome. Let me say something before you go.
Well,
okay.
Go on.
It's still about diet. Okay. Yeah. I want everyone out there to know that diet should be something sustainable.
Yes.
Okay. Considering our finances. Okay. All I've said, maybe not everybody is able to, get them. Vegetables, you must do that. Okay. Currently in Nigeria, pumpkin is expensive. So diet for anyone out there should be sustainable.
Okay.
Please. You do not have to so stress yourself. Yes, it may not be easy, but when I say sustainable, it's things within your reach that you can afford, that, tomorrow, if you get it today, you can equally get it tomorrow. If you have a farm, make use of it, fine, to grow what you need. Okay, that I'm saying, so you don't have to apply this, that, oh, because I'm diabetic. I know I'm using diabetes as instance. Yeah. Okay, why I'm doing this is it's common.
Yeah. Okay.
Because you're diabetic, so you are told not to eat rice. You are told to eat diabetic, what do they call it, basmati rice. And we all know that it's expensive, so everybody is rushing to get the basmati rice. No. Okay, what is sustainable is that rice you're eating, your local rice, is good. Okay, you don't have to abandon it because of you're diabetic. Do your rice, do the vegetables that you can afford. Okay, you don't have to break the bank. That's what I'm saying. Do something that is sustainable for you. Okay. Don't take everything you see on the internet. It may be good for you and not good for another person. There is something happening in Nigeria now. I don't know if it's only Nigeria, but because I'm in Nigeria, so I can speak for all. The rate of kidney problem. It's overwhelming. You look at young people coming down with kidney problems. Okay, now I've equally met people that they can't trace their kidney issue to anything like consumption of alcohol, smoking, and all, as we were taught. Okay, that these things expose you to kidney problem. Yes, they do. Okay, but please, for anyone out there, a young person going through this process, kidney problem, please just know that your diet is important. Please don't joke with it. Don't joke with it. Okay. So what was some months ago, I saw the consumption of beer and how much we Nigerians spent on beer in 6 months. In 6 months, and it's alarming. Now, I'm not saying we shouldn't drink, please, but drink responsibly. Drink responsibly.
Very good.
Your life can take a turn, like a negative turn, as a result of one illness, and that's not what you want to.
I can attest to that.
So because we are Africans, yes, we believe in prayer, yes. So while we pray, please do the right things. Eat the right things, so that tomorrow at least you can thank God that please I did my part, please. Okay. So that's that on diet.
Thank you very much, Grace, for this little advice you just gave to my audience. Thank you very much.
You're welcome, sir. Welcome.
All right. Take care. Bye.